Ashay family, how are y'all? So today is February 22nd. You know what I'm saying? This could be a lucky day for some. Take it how it resonate. But I wanted to come on here and just talk about how important it is to talk to your children. And I'm sharing this because I always share experiences that I go through, and this was an experience that I went through. And basically just, you know, um, I wanted to share my own opinions on it because everybody has their opinions and stuff. But I wanted to talk about basically it is very important to talk to your children. Very important to confirmation. Very important to inform them on things. I was talking to somebody and they basically was saying that their child is at the age where it's ready for them, where they're ready to have the talk with them. You know what I'm saying? And they was like basically saying like, oh well, no, I don't have to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the school's teaching and shit like that. And I don't agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that it is very important for us to talk to our children. It's very important for our children to be aware and in different subjects. You know what I'm saying? We think that our children know things or will figure it out or they should know because we know, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? And as far as a lot of people be so scared to talk about sex, be so scared to, oh my god, like it's a curse, and if somebody's fucking, they're a whoremonger and all this extra shit. But sex goes on every day, different seconds of the day. It's happening, whether it's wanted, whether it's forced. You know what I'm saying? So why isn't this a more of a conversation that we talk about? You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that I bring up to people is I talk to Cody. A lot of people will think like Cody is too mature for his age or too grown or too outspoken. Okay, whatever. That's because I talk to my child though. I do on whatever. I don't. He's 4, but it can come into his life at any time. You know what I'm saying? At 4 years old, I do talk to my child about sex, and no, not in an example of fornicating and sexual intercourse and stuff, but to know what a penis is, what a vagina is, to know that nobody should be touching your no spots besides me and your dad. And you know what I'm saying, he only 5, 4, so you know, still got wash up and shit. But it's just like certain stuff that should not be going on. You know what I'm saying? And I make it very clear to him. Now, a lot of people won't even talk to their kids about that type of stuff because I don't want to put that in their head and that. But it's important because at the end of the day, I'm not around Cody every second, and I can't control what other children are doing and seeing in their every second. So I can be sheltering my child and not advising putting shit around my child. Me personally, I don't have sex around Cole. I don't do certain shit around Cole. But just because I'm not doing it, don't mean that other children aren't seeing it and then bringing it to my child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, please talk to your children. Feminine, whether they're a girl, whether they're a boy. If they a boy and they start liking little girls or boys, they a girl, they start liking little girls or boys, whatever situation, talk to your children about sex. Talk to your children about different things because that's why motherfuckers are having babies. That's why STDs, that's why children are getting raped and all this extra shit. That's why it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we not talking to our children and letting our children know. You okay?
Yeah, but I got this good taco for the freezer.
You said what?
Taco for the freezer.
The tacos from the freezer? From the refrigerator? Okay, when I heat them up, yeah. I heat them up when I'm done my video. I know you're probably hungry. But that's why I told you get a snack. So you can eat your snack while you can wait for them.
The cheese tastes nasty.
I told you it was going to taste nasty. Like, you don't listen. He got cheese, nacho cheese from the store, and he don't like it. Told you it was going to be nasty. Go throw it in the trash. You gotta wait. I told you that though at the store that it was going to be nasty.
Wait.
Well, you have to wait because that's why I told you have to get a snack. I'm not feeding you dinner twice. So go get an apple, go get some blueberries, find something to eat until it's time, until I'm ready to make you them tacos. Hold on one second. Okay, then don't eat, Cody. Okay? But you want to wait. I'm not going to sit and move and jump because of the simple fact of what you want right now. You should have listened. Sorry, y'all. Get that ass. Oh, I don't want to wait. Like, his attitude, it'd be crazy, and I'd be right at him. Like, you tripping. I don't give a fuck about none of it. You a child. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I told this little boy. I got him chips and shit after school. You know, kids be hungry and shit. Get some chips. You got fruit in there. It's food in there. I'm not feeding you twice. Like, not getting Chinese food as soon as we come home, and then I gotta feed you dinner at fucking 8 o'clock because you're hungry again. Like, no. Not gonna keep on doing that. So, yeah. And y'all know I do not care. I don't abuse my child, but I'm going to chastise him when he need to be chastised. I don't give a fuck if I'm recording or not. Anyway, and y'all can suck my dick. Feel how you feel about it. Shit. And if you feel away, send me money. Shit. You want to help when talk about my fucking parenting? Help. Because bitches be saying, I be getting that too. Like when bitches be watching me, oh my god, well, why would you do that on camera? Because bitch, at the end of the day, I can't control everything. I couldn't control the fact that he was gonna come in here. I thought he was gonna be in there eating his motherfucking nachos, but no, he don't like them. So it's just like, yeah, shit like that. But yeah, talk to your children at the end of the day, like, and tell them stuff, like, you know, like, and I'll share something personal where not even personal, because I mean, people in my middle school know, but like for instance, I went through a stage where I was like stank a little bit because of the simple fact that when I first got my period, I'm in a house full of women, but nobody's telling me shit. Nobody telling me about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, after a while, if you keep the pad on, it's going to stink. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact of you should wash at least twice a day. Like, you know, as a kid, I was a sweaty kid. Like, and I was bigger as a kid. Like, I was kind of chunky. So it just was like, you know, at the end of the day, when you bigger and, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you, as a kid, you're not really worried about what you eating. So your body odor, your pores and shit stink and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should be washing at least twice a day. One in the morning, one at night. Just so, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not sitting in that stench. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nobody ain't tell me that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm going to school. I'm not going to school, but it's like I'm stinking and shit a little bit. Like, it's just like shit like that. And then, like, to the point where somebody had to talk to me and they told me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. Or, you know what I'm saying? Then shit would have been different. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, got to the point where, not got to the point, but it's like to the where people start like, you know, oh my gosh, you stink, and this, that, and the third, like, and it's just like, at the end of the day, instead of, that was another thing I thought about. I would have been emotional as shit today. But something else I was thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying? People be so quick to judge or say something, but don't be wanting to help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the one thing I was thinking of too. Like, sometimes I be dead ass tired. Like, I be tired. Like, I give a lot in my everyday. And it's just like, I get the little love back and shit like that. But it's like, I don't really have nobody that really sit and will. And I know, damn, if I call them right now, they will come get me. Like, I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that. And to me, that's just, I'm tired of that. Like, I am. Like, I just want at least one person where I know I can count on them. It's not no fugazi. They not going to talk shit. They not doing it to be spiteful. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, I get my days where, like, today is that day when I'm feeling like I'm just annoyed by it. I'm a little emotional. But then I start thinking about it and I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, I am handling shit very well. Like, I am overwhelmed a little, not really overwhelmed, more so emotionally I'm overwhelmed, but I'm still handling things very, very well. And it's like, you know, but to most people on the outside, they probably think I'm going through a lot. And I know that from comments that have been made and, you know, them thinking I'm really struggling financially, all this extra shit. But it's like, you know, y'all make all these comments, but don't nobody never actually text me or call me and be like, are you okay? Do you need anything? So it's just like shit like that. Like, I acknowledge too, like, people be so quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers think I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not rich, not broke either. But at the end of the day, if you really think I'm so broke, why don't you ever call me to ask me, do you have food in your refrigerator for you and your kid? Are y'all okay? Do your kid need anything? Instead of just making it, oh, this bitch broke, struggling, and she doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. It really make you start analyzing shit differently. And, yeah. So just a lot of revelations today that I've been thinking about and going through. But the biggest one is talk to your children. Like, I feel like that's very, very important, and no matter what it is, because it's like they need that. They don't know. And the one thing I keep on having to understand myself as a parent, because I only have one child, I'm still learning this shit as I fucking go, is he really don't know shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even when he think he know, he don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even if he does know from whatever knowledge or whatever, at the end of the day, why not still be able to teach him so that maybe he could learn something a little different? Or maybe confirm what he does know to be true. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's little shit like that. But please talk to your children, especially if you have children that's between the ages of at least 10 and 15, and they going through that stage where, yeah, 9 times out of 10 people may think, oh, they a kid and they not doing shit. I know kids that was getting fingered at like 9. Kids that was fucking at like 11. Like, dead ass. Like, we watching them fuck. They 11 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so, you know, kids be into some shit. And that's the one thing where a lot of children, we don't show our parents who we are. So parents may know their kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? They think they know their kid. You know what I'm saying? But I can promise you, every child has a way that they act in front of you, and then a way that they act in front of their friends. And even if your child is kind of all over the place or whatever, I promise you they all over the place with you, but they even more all over the place with their friends. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, really think about shit. Because that is too, it be kids out here raping other kids. Because they're wondering, they're interested, and nobody's not talking to them about it. But yet they hearing shit about it. They at school, they friends talking about it. Like, it's a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure that y'all talk to your children. I'm gonna get a couple cards just because. Yeah, the devil and the 4 of Cups. Like, don't let your children fall to temptation. Like, for real. Like, at the end of the day. Like, that is. Like, it'd be crazy. Like, for instance, with me smoking weed. Like, I smoke weed for different reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it would be, like, my emotional state. It would be because of the messages, the thoughts and shit. Before, I didn't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes these emotions or feelings are dead-ass messages. I didn't know that, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to handle it a little bit more. But it's like, back then, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was smoking a lot. Like, I started smoking at, like, 13. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, first decided to smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then not real heavy, but it got heavy at like 17, 18. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once I graduated high school and shit. And, you know, it's just like, when my mom did find out, like, I'm smoking weed or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had no talk or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my mom was smoking weed. So it just was like, at that stage, like, which you can't be mad at me. Like, because if you gonna be mad at me, but you smoking weed too. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, what you gonna say? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember that. Like, when I got caught smoking weed, I was smoking weed right out my bedroom window. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was on the phone with Codi dad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking her ass sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm smoking right out my window. She walked right in my room, and I just turned around and looked, and I was like, it's weed. And she was like, first, because she was like, are you smoking a cigarette? And that's when I was like, it's weed. Because in our house, you know, cigarettes was worse than weed, to be honest, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, no, it's weed. And that's when I was like, and before she could even say anything, because I knew she was, I was like, you can't even say nothing because you smoke weed too. And she just was like, and she just stood there, and she just was like, don't be smoking that shit on my steps. And have like people knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying? So then it just was like, you know, but maybe if we actually had a talk, you know what I'm saying? Maybe none of us would need weed. Like, everybody in my family really smoke weed for real. Not everybody, but a lot of people in my family like smoke weed for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, at the end of the day, why do we all have addictions? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like different talks and shit. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like, I smoke or whatever. If my son decide that he wanna grow up and he do wanna smoke, then I'm not gonna sit and bash him for it. Cause it was one point where it was like they was making me feel bad for smoking weed, like I'm some type of addict. You know what I'm saying? But it's no way that because I smoke weed, but I may smoke more than y'all or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? or my shits be fatter, like, because I roll different. My shits be fat. Like, my mom smoke out of a pipe. So it's like, with her, she would, like, 2 puffs, that shit would get her on. Like, I'm young. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit be, nah. Like, that shit ain't doing shit for me. So it's like, because I would smoke more, it's like, oh, well, you're smoking too much. Like, but it's like, at the end of the day, what makes it different is we both smoking. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not going to make him feel bad, but I will let him know it's certain things that's restricting. Like, definitely, I can say it's certain things that's restricting when it comes to like weed, as far as, you know, it being hard to like get off of some people. Some people can get off weed and not have to smoke, and some people be harder. Like, they be having to train themselves and shit. Some people just don't stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you have people where it's like it make them lazy. Like, me personally, it don't make me lazy. It make me more active in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it does, the one thing it does do is subside my emotions. I don't be feeling no emotions for real like that. So then it's like, when I do stop smoking or whatever, like when I did, like, it just would be like, I'm sad as shit. I feel everything way more. So it's a healing journey, and it's a process. And don't beat yourself up for whatever your process or your situation is. I'm not judgmental. Like, I don't do nothing extra. But, you know what I'm saying? You got some people that weed ain't strong enough. We don't get them high enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they got other stuff they go to. You know what I'm saying? But it's dead ass, like, talk about it. Voice it. What made you start doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And at first it was like I was doing it to be cool. Not be cool, but like, you know, my friends, we out late. Why not? That's what's in right now. Like, y'all know back then it was, oh, let's get a chocolate Dutch and let's roll up. We all got some pennies. Let's put our pennies together and let's smoke and get high and this, that, and the third. And then once I got with my child father, that's what me and him did. We smoked. You know what I'm saying? And then it got to a point where it's like I started using that shit to numb. He cheating on me and shit, and I'm going through my heartbreak, and then I'm dealing with other men because he dealing with other bitches, so I'm dealing with other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. Like, that's the one thing I be trying to dive deep into. Like, what make me start doing shit. So yeah, I have a couple cards just for my collective. The 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, and the 4 of Cups. And it's like certain things may have been holding y'all back. The Knight of Wands in reverse, making y'all angry and shit. Like, that is, somebody really may have like some type of coke addiction or something, or a crack addiction. But I feel like somebody could want to take like a new leap of faith, and you can. Like, that is, like, I'm not, my biological mom, she was a drug addict. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know my coworker keep on telling me, like, stop calling a woman a fucking crackhead. In which I don't do it on purpose. It's just come out. Like, I don't mean to sound so insensitive, but it's just like, you know, that's how I see everybody. Like, they do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, I get it. Some shit, like, you know, with my biological mom, like, I've been through some shit, but my biological mom seen her mom actually get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what. You know, maybe if Cody did fucking pass away or some shit, I'd probably do crack. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I would just say, here, take your time. The devil try to hold on to you, but at the end of the day, that shit bring burden. Like, fuck up your finances, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is. And it would be times where she would heal. She would be clean for some time, you know what I'm saying? And then something would trigger her. She get triggered. And then she go back to doing what, like, she do. And then she disappear for some time. And, you know what I'm saying? Be on the road and, you know what I'm saying? All that extra weird shit. So it's like, you got to figure out what's triggering you. You know what I'm saying? With me personally, I know it's my emotions. I know that. I'm too emotional. And I get hurt a little bit too much than what I would like. You know what I'm saying? And with me, it's like I be trying to find ways to cope so I don't turn into a fucking villain. Cause that's what I be dead ass. Like, and that's why I tell people all the time, motherfuckers better have grace with me for real. Cause it's like I could turn into the villain any fucking day. And I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, yeah. And then for other people could have been saying that maybe y'all was doing something and all that extra shit. But it's like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have never done nothing, no white shit, none of that. But some people will think, like, cause I remember people used to be like, oh, well, because she smoked weed, it can graduate to something else. No, like I did mushrooms before. I did mushrooms before, and that was more so of a trip when I went on my spiritual journey, because I wanted to. Part of me still didn't believe certain shit was real, but yeah, I had a different experience with that, so that was confirmation. But yeah, yeah, no. So it's like at the end of the day, if you got people saying like whatever they want to say, or yeah, like, you know, or if maybe you used to do it before and they, you know, think that maybe you gonna fucking relapse. This not weed though, what I'm talking about. Whoever I'm talking to, this could be a masculine that's doing this too. But it's a masculine that's doing something. And maybe I put this masculine in a bad place before. Cause I'm hearing that song, The Herman. I suck your dick for some cheeseburgers, man. What movie is that? 2212. But I'm hearing that, and it's like at the end of the day, it takes time and have patience in your growth and what you're doing and where you going and your next steps and shit. Yeah, the Hierophant. At the end of the day, because the devil do work, like the devil work, and that's the one thing. Like I be trying, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that this motherfucker don't be having no chains on me, and that mean in different ways. As far as it being a toxic ass relationship, me just wanting to say fuck it. Me just wanting to, like, you know what I'm saying? Me, like, different ways. Like, the devil having different chains on you. Having addictions. Me wanting to say fuck it. Me wanting to indulge in shit that's not good for me. Like, that ass. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta break them chains. And you gotta let them know. Like, let them know and let yourself know. Like, that ass. If you a female, I don't know why I'm getting this, but if you a female, for instance, I do understand sometimes that shit do be hard. Don't lose your integrity, though. Like, I tell people all the time, when I would go through, like, struggles or any time, like, cause I can have a fucking 5,000 one day and fucking $10 the next day. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like when you go through the financial struggles, it'd be so easy. Like, damn, I could really just sell some pussy and pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I could. That just would be the easiest thing. But no, mama, don't lose your integrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the devil try to chain you up. Pussy is power, but as long as you use it in the right way. A lot of people think, oh, pussy is power. Not if you passing it everywhere. At the end of the day, you keep on relinquishing your power. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I do get it. And that's what I'm trying to explain, because not everybody is dealing with a drug thing. Other people is different things, whatever your devil is. You know what I'm saying? The devil ain't a person with horns and red eyes and all this extra shit. No, the devil is energy. The devil is what you bring into your life. You know what I'm saying? Some people could be alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? You drink a little too much. You putting liquor in your coffee and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you just like, you know, calm down. Take it easy. Wean off of it. You know what I'm saying? You drink hard liquor, start drinking wine and shit. Take your time. But it's like at the end of the day, don't let the devil turn you into or start, like, because for some people are already in it. And they're healing, they're trying to get out. And for other people, it's like trying not to revert. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took a lot for me to not become in a mean energy. I will be completely honest. After my sister died, I became very mean. And it took a lot for me to realize, damn, the world, you don't have to be mean. Even if you feel like the world is fucking against you. Like, be that little bit of light for somebody. Be that little bit of light for them people that's against you and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the devil for me is this motherfucker will bring people in to hurt me and shit to see if I'm gonna revert back to who I was, because y'all wasn't shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I ain't want to even sit and act like I've been perfect all my life. I wasn't shit. I didn't give a fuck about your feelings. You could suck my dick. fuck you and duck you. Like, I just really didn't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like God, it's like not God, the devil be testing to see, like, let me see if you gonna get hurt again, to see if you gonna act this way. I'm a heal. I'm gonna be a little annoyed. I'm gonna be mean towards the people I feel like I need to be mean to, or have devilish entities around them. But I'm not gonna go back to being the evil person I was. You know what I'm saying? That mean person I was. I wasn't even saying evil. I was just mean. I was mean. Oh, you wouldn't want to come. Don't come my way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, control your devils. Somebody can have anger issues. You know what I'm saying? Control it. You gotta control it. That was another thing with me too. I tell you all my other videos. I be quick. Bitches at McDonald's, you wanna have an attitude? Bitch, what you banned for? This your job. You know what I'm saying? And then I would talk to him just like that. Bitch, what you banned for? This your job, huh? You the one who got this job. Give me my motherfucking sauce. But now, I don't be over like, baby, oh, you having a bad day? I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? I used to work fast food too. Fuck them. Make them laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That ass. And you just gotta reverse the energy versus letting it suck you back into what you don't like to do, but you know you probably will do. That ass. I'll be quick. People will be quick to call me. You want somebody, you need me to curse somebody the fuck out? Like that ass. And that's how, and I realized I had changed once I had a friend DM me. I haven't talked to this friend. Like, I don't talk to her enough for her to DM me. For her to ask me if I drive so we can go beat one of her friends up. You know what I'm saying? But that let me know, like, damn, you really was a riding ass bitch. Because me, if I had a car, I would have been like, oh, bitch, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no car at the time. And I'm pregnant. So I wouldn't be able to do that. But if I wasn't pregnant, and No, I was just about to get my car, but I ain't get the car yet. Fucking, but just was about to get that white car. And, she DM'd me, and at first I'm in my head thinking, like, why the fuck would she think that it was okay for her to DM me? Like, we haven't been around each other in a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would make her think it was okay for her to fucking DM me about basically me riding out with her to go beat up a bitch that you used to hang with? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I realized, because that was your personality back then. You know what I'm saying? Bitches knew that they could call you and you be riding. Bitches knew that shit go left, you gonna go left her. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna have a back. And it's just like, and that's why I just told her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, baby, I don't got no car, but just heal from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's not worth it. Like, you know, I changed, but no, the old me back then, fuck no. Shit. If I wasn't pregnant and I ain't had no car, I probably would have got a bike. Bitch, I got a bike. I'm on my motherfucking way. Where the fuck is you at? Send me your location right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is. Like, that's just how I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, shit like that. Don't let the devil bring you back in. And see the growth that you have made, if you have made growth. And if you get in there, it's going to take time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take time. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody got a past. Everybody got shit that they didn't do. I got shit in my past that I'm gonna bury. I'm gonna go to fucking I'm gonna die with, because it's not for everybody to know. But at the end of the day, it don't define who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So give me cards to close this one out. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse and the Devil, yeah. So for some people here, because of addictions or things that you have going on, you may have lost a lot of money. You may have lost lovers. Like that is the Moon, because of secrets. But I feel like you need to choose to be happy. And even then, if you are with someone where they are willing to work with you, having an addiction is very fucking hard. And not everybody's going to want to deal with it. I definitely understand, because you have people that relapse and shit. But like, for instance, it was a man that stayed with my mom. And he like my dad, but not really. I don't call him dad. I call him honey. That's because that's what she would call him growing up. So growing up, like, that's what we would all call him. Like, and I would call him my uncle and shit like that. But like, he been around her for forever. They both was on that shit. You know what I'm saying? He got clean and stayed off of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got a job, but he never left her side. Like, to the point where my mom would be going back on her binges and all this extra shit. And this man is home waiting for her. Like, there to help her again until she finally let him go. And which, in a way, it's fucked up how she did it. Because it's like she chose another man over him. But I'm happy that she actually did it. Because I feel like she was holding him back. Because he was never going to, even when she chose another man, they still was friends. He still was there for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really an addiction. And if you love someone, it will be like the death of you. Like, to be quite honest. But unless that person is really willing to change and be different. Unless they're really, really willing to put in the work to heal. You know what I'm saying? It does take time, but it's people that are recovering drug addicts. It's people that are recovering alcoholics. It's people that are recovering from being, you know what I'm saying? You used to fucking beat on women and shit, and now you don't. Like, that ass. Like, I'll be for real. I'm gonna be honest. My baby dad wasn't one to really, like, beat on me. Like, no. He would choke me out and shit. And I just hope and pray that now he doesn't do that to the next person, to the chick that he with now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can change. Like, people can change at the end of the day. And the one thing I have noticed about my child's father is he has matured emotionally. Cody's that he has matured. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to judge his relationship or whatever they got going on. That's their business. All I hope that he does with her that he did not do with me is protect her more. Is guide her more and not be a physical person. Because he was more so of a physical person. So it's just like, you know, that's the one thing that I hope that is very different, but men can change. You know what I'm saying? Women can change. People can change. If that's something that they really want to do, but you can't force them to. What's this? 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Yeah. And for some of y'all, if y'all decide that y'all don't, like, this could be the person, if you dealing with someone, the 6 of Cups in reverse. I mean, the 6, not in reverse, 6 of Cups in the upright. If you dealing with someone, the Page of Swords, and they have certain addictions or certain things that they deal with or whatever, and they want to stay reckless, you have to leave them where they're at. Like, that ass. Like, I don't know how else to explain it without it being heartless, the Page of Swords. Because it's like certain shit, the 9 of Pentacles. Like, it's a lot that go into, and I could go all day when it comes to this. But, like, an example that I give is, I love my biological mom to death. I love her. But me and her never really had that connection because, it's like I kind of had to just keep a guard up in a way because I knew she lived a different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even for instance, I'll be completely honest. Me and my brother moved into this house. And she moved in with us. And I did not want her to move in with us. Because I knew that if she moved in with us, what had happened is exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, she wanted to move in. She clean. She doing this, that, and the third. She get around. We down the bottom in the projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what she started doing? Start getting back on drugs. Start fucking with the drug dealers. Now the drug dealers in our crib and shit. They eyeing all our shit. Like, it's just like a lot. So when it comes to shit like that, you fucking on the drug dealers and they coming in our crib. They could rob us. They could steal from us. Put us in situations and shit. All because of the addiction that she has. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the end of the day, people was trying to make, like, my sister was trying to make it seem like, I guess, you know, I could tell she was mad at me because I didn't want it to happen. But I had to think about it in the realistic way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's be realistic. I have a 1-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I don't, it's not that I don't want her living here, but I know the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? You got men walking past and they have to walk past my shit in order to get to where she was at because it was a 3-story. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the second, me and my Cody got the 2nd floor and she and my brother got the 3rd floor. So it's just like, at the end of the day, it's like, these motherfuckers got to walk past me. They walking, they looking at me. It's like, I could have got, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be raping people and shit. Like, it's a lot that could happen and shit. And it just was like, what was annoying to me at that time was I actually had moved out of, no, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. Was that it? No, alright. I got my timeline mixed up, so I won't share that part. But, yeah. That shit, it had bugged me out. But it's like I knew the stuff that was going to come with living with someone that has a drug addiction. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. Like to the point where we honestly kind of start beefing because the effect of you got people in here and I got a 1-year-old. So now I'm putting locks on my doors and shit because at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, like, you know, me personally, I don't want to deal with none of that. I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love you to the best of my ability. If you need me, like my mom, if she ever needed me or she needed money, I would go take it to her. I would send it to her, whatever. Not enabling her habit, but at the end of the day, it's not my business what you do. I tell y'all that. What a motherfucker do with their money, not my business. But if you calling me and you like, oh baby, I need money for this and this, that, and third, okay, whatever. I'm gonna send it to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you still my aunt, you still my mom, whatever the situation is. So it's like, but no, do I want to sit and deal with that and like, you know, live? No, I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if that Ace of Swords. So if some of y'all feel the same way, then that's absolutely fine. You don't have to, because that shit can be draining. Like, she died of an overdose. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that shit be a lot. Your whole life. Like, and it's like crazy because the man that was with her the whole time, it's like, not saying he wasted his life, but he old as shit now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was older than my mom. So it's like now, you know, you could have met a nice young woman. Like, you could have met a woman that would have, like, loved you for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have, like, lived a different life if you wasn't trying to fucking help this person constantly and bring yourself the fuck down and all this extra shit. And I'm not telling y'all don't help, because I know what I'm saying, it could sound so fucked up. So I hope y'all get what I'm saying for people that resonate with this. But that ass, like, see different sides of the story. You know what I'm saying? And understand. Because now he's an older male. Like, I don't know what he doing, but it's like, imagine you being like 70 years old. Like, he just had like a 70th birthday, like trying to go pick up a chick. Like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, at the end of the day, yeah. Or is he 70? Maybe he's younger than that. I'm thinking of somebody else, I think. He in his 60s or 70s. Or if he in his 60s, about to be into the 70s and shit. But he up there. So it's just like, imagine if fucking 20 years ago, even 40 years ago, he let her the fuck go. And how different his life may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, sometimes you do have to let that shit go. Especially when they're not conducive to you and putting the effort towards you. Yes. You done eating your blueberries? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm almost done. I just gotta,
I didn't see skin. I didn't see the game before, so I wanted to buy it. So that's why I did.
Okay, that's fine.
About
It's gonna load the 3 of Swords and the Sun in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, you can sit on my bed. I'm about to be done anyway, my video. I'm not gonna talk about this type of stuff. He be ignoring me more when he not in here, but he in here. So yeah, do what y'all need to do. Whether you a feminine or a masculine, you dealing with somebody that's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody different. People can change, but it's up to really you if you decide that you want to deal with this person or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's either if you help them, if you trying to give them the help. Like, for somebody here, I feel like everybody's situation could be different. Whoever this one resonate with, but take it. Like, you know, for somebody here, it's like either reverting back, and, you know, you need to figure out your triggers, figure out, you know, not figure out your triggers, but like figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this would make me want to do it. This would make me feel this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how can I fix that in order to make me not want to revert back? Like, damn, wish I could smoke instead of just being angry and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the people where they in it. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with somebody that's an addict. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I heard 50, 11 times. Like, you could have took this person to rehab or something like 50, 11 times. Like, or try to help this person 50, 11 times. It's like, sometimes you got to let people go. You got to let people figure it out on their own. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it is messed up. But, you know, you can't drag your life down trying to help other people. Like, that ass. You can't. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So it gets to a point where, of course, now for the people, if you never helped, like, or never been there or nothing like that, then yeah, don't say nothing. But for the people that know, like, people that know, they gonna know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That it's overwhelming. And it could be sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people probably was looking at me when I told them at my job, like, yeah, I had lost my biological mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they just was all like, people was all like, email me like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then this, that, and there. And I'm like, it's fine, thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't because I didn't care. No, I did. I cried when I first found out. But then like a day later, like a night later, she came to me in a dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it just confirmed, like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? She good. Like, you know, and that's just all I needed to know. Like, she better where she at than she was the fuck down here, because down here it was nothing down here that was really serving her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes if people, and I want to say this too, if people be upset because if you don't react the way that they react in a death, tell them shut the fuck up, okay? Because that's I just be wanting people to understand. People be fake as shit. You know what I'm saying? People be fake. Like, all that extra, I'll be honest. As far as me and my three sisters, my oldest sister was the only one that I can genuinely say was there for her. Was genuinely there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then yet, me and my other ones, my other two sisters, they don't even like her for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then me, I grew up with a different mom. So it was just like my lively, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I really seen her as an aunt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just was like, but I would still be there. Like, I'd be there more for her than fucking them from what she would tell me. And it's just like the simple fact of now she didn't pass. When she was here, no, they wasn't doing none of the shit. Like how, and now they want to be all sad or whatever. And it's just like, no, like I'm not going to sit and be fake. Like in real life, I found out the type of person that she was. And she was actually a very genuine person. But what I'm not going to do is act all overly sad because, yeah, that was my mom and this, that, and the third. But I wasn't never there for her. Like, I wasn't never, like, you know what I'm saying? That should be burning me out, too. Motherfuckers will be putting up, posting shit, trying to make it seem like, oh, I miss my mom. But ain't do shit for her when she was alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is. My oldest sister is the only one I can genuinely say didn't treat her like shit. Like, and I wouldn't say we treated her like shit, but people definitely looked down on her. People definitely would be mad. My sis, all of us, we have our own issues. We mad at her for different fucking reasons. You know what I'm saying? Then she got other family members that's talking it, whatever they talking about, and they mad at her for their own reasons. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't really getting no pure love down here. So it's just like, I'm not finna sit and be all extra. I didn't have a close relationship with my mom. I didn't. My biological mom. So I know it's like the 8 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Sorry. I need to stop talking. 4333. So it wasn't going to hurt me as much. Especially as it did with Shannon. Like my sister died. My sister died. That hurt. That was very different. And I wasn't awoken back then. But yeah, don't let nobody make you feel bad because you either feel a lot about it or you either don't feel nothing about it. Like, that is. I had some people that be like, oh my God, she don't even act. She don't even react like to what is going on. The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ego, and the King of Swords. Oh, they didn't even react, or this, that, and the third. Like, you could be a masculine and maybe you didn't cry when your mom or your dad died or some shit like that. And it's like, at the end of the day, we ain't had no relationship. Like, why it's canceled? Like, that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad. It's unfortunate. It is messed up because they no longer here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I say. Like, the Sun, the 2 of Cups. Somebody could be guiding. Somebody that passed away. This could be a parent. They could be guiding y'all towards a lover. Take it how it resonates. That's a side message for someone. But that is. Like, if y'all wasn't close to somebody, this could be anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be completely honest. It's certain people in my family that once they die, I'm not going to cry. For what? I didn't fucking like you when you was here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be yelling at your fucking funeral. I'm not going to be yelling at your funeral. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. No. Like, I'm not even going to go. Like, sorry, I know. It's something that I'm talking about when you get older. But I told my brother that people here, they hate my stinking guts. You know what I'm saying? but then we'll try to be at a funeral and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I wish we could have made things work. But you had time to make things work. You chose not to because you know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, now death is such a big thing. Like, no. Like, that ass. I told my brother, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell my kids, I want them to be the ones that if I do have a funeral, I'm going to have a guest list anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to plan my funeral. I'm planning my own funeral. I don't want nobody to do that shit for me. I'm planning my own funeral, do my shit how I want it done. How it was written down and all that. And I'm going to have a guest list. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you're not on this guest list, as far as like family and friends, you're not getting in, honey. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it's like at the end of the day, everybody different. And if you masculine or feminine, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I could be having a masculine watch me for real. That's, what's the name, man? Like your fucking baby mama crackhead or some shit. Like, and it's like you tired of that shit. Like, for real, let that bitch go. Like, that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's annoying. And especially the one thing I say is, I don't judge people because that is, you can walk past people that be doing with meth and cracking us, but they had their shit together. They'll have their shit together. Like, that ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? But they'll have their shit together. And then it's like, you walk past, like, the people that just, like, you know, and then it's the other people that don't. You gotta keep on fucking saving them and Captain Saberho and all this extra shit. Like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? And whatever, I remember being younger and having a friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we was younger. And she wanted to keep smoking weed and shit. And I'm just like, well, if you don't got no money to pay for your habit, then maybe you should stop the habit. Maybe that's God telling you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll keep it a beat. When I first lost my job back at Penn, this was in 2021, I ain't had no money to get tree. You know what I'm saying? And it got to a point where it's like, I'm scrambling money just to get tree. Like, no, like, just don't smoke. Take the time out to not smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I did. And it just was like, you know, air clearing. Of course, you know, once I started getting money, I started smoking again. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, at the end of the day, trying to feed a habit that you can't even support is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even if it's not, like, if you a masculine, you got a baby mom that's doing fucking drugs and shit, she fucking up the kids and all that, like a bunch of shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, motherfuckers selling shit, not paying the bills, like, you know, just a bunch of shit, having kids around your daughters and your sons and shit, like having motherfuckers around your kids and all that, like, you know, it's a lot. And I say, let that shit the fuck go. Get your kids, do what the fuck you need to do, and keep that shit pushing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Codi's dead, like, if I was to become a crackhead, I would hope that, not saying I would, but God forbid, like, you know, hypothetically speaking, if I was to become a fucking drug addict, I would hope that his dad would, I would tell him, like, I need you to get him, like, you know what I'm saying, at this point, so he don't end up in fucking DHS, like, you know, it's just, like, simple, like, you know what I'm saying, I need help, like, at the end of the day, I need help, like, if it's the same thing, like, if his dad was to be on drugs or some shit, he really can't, I can't be around. I need your help. I need you to be a full-time mom right now. Like, I got you. Do what you need to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to, like, kids being involved. Like, if y'all don't have no kids involved, then that shit dead. I wish I would have an ex come to me and you know what I'm saying? They would be on some shit where it's like, you know, what would you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I could help you. I give you guidance and shit, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to just let anybody in my crib. Let anybody just stay with me. Fuck that. I'm sorry, I be cool. Especially, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if you a woman with children. If you a woman, but you be out here active in these streets and you doing too fucking much, because that was one thing. I had a friend of mine one time before, and she all eyeing my shit, and it's just like, no, you out here slinging drugs and shit. I got kids. None of that shit. I don't do none of that shit up in here. I don't sling no drugs. I don't be doing none of that shit. I don't be having anybody just up in my crib. Like, no, your man, like, ain't gonna be no, you got your man, boyfriend come, none of that. No, so, yeah, I don't think this the right place for you, because, yeah, like, they should be dead. And you'll have people that come into your crib and think that they gonna live how they want and shit. No. Like, you know, so, take heed, and I'm sorry for whoever going through this, because it's a lot that go into this when it comes to this type of dynamic situation and stuff. So my heart goes out to y'all, my prayers go out to y'all, and just know whatever decision you do decide to make, whether you the addict or you the person that's dealing with the addict, You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's right for you, especially if you have children and shit. Do what's right for your children, especially if like you an addict. Tell somebody like I need help, like I'm struggling right now, like that is, instead of putting your children in certain situations and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you dealing with one, step up and let them know, like, I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not man or woman enough to step up and say you got it, then what the fuck are you here for anyway? I'm not even gonna get deep into that shit. I don't even know what to say for that. So yeah, I love y'all family, and continue to stay prayed up, blessed up, continue to stay strong, and continue to do what you need to do when it comes to your situation and what's right for you. Okay? So I love y'all so much. Stay prayed up. Ashe.